forces. Marines, Mountaineers, and Paratroopers are special forces. But the special forces have their own research tree. Let's put it this way: the bonus you get down at the special forces tree applies to all three of them.
Ah, awesome, awesome. So the first one is a factor to acclimatization, and defense and organization, defense and cold acclimatization plus 50%.
Oh yeah. Supply grades plus 48. That's good for paratroopers and stuff like that. Marines.
Oh, yeah.
If you go down the bottom road,
one is again hot and cold plus soft attack and organization, and another 48 hours. And the bottom line is
special forces capacity multiplier. You have a maximum amount of special forces you can have, which depends on your overall army size. Oh, we're also paused for some reason.
Cool. So you cannot make.
Yeah, you cannot just go in there and say, I need 500 Mountaineers. It will tell you, when you try to train them, it will tell you, like, okay, you have 48 divisions, you can have 7 Mountaineers. That's it. Something like that. I don't know if that's nice, but at least you don't get Marine spam, or you don't get the Space Marine effect, where everybody is just going Special Forces instead of regular army because they get more bonus for just a little more equipment use. Yeah, that's good. Also means you can't have, like, 6 armies full of Marines positioned around the world to do some blitz invasions whenever you feel like it.
Yep.
Which is also quite nice. So we're still training here.
Actually, that's a good idea for a smile.
That's weird.
If there would be like the Great Wall of China, wherever it is in China, exactly it is located.
I'm gonna delete your army's orders and see what the issue is here.
Never been to China. If that would be like a natural object, or like, if you would station troops along this ancient wall, the Great China Wall, you would have a bonus in defense. Would make kind of sense. Oh, okay, you gave me my own army.
No, I'm just fiddling around here. It's still, you see that when you click on that, next to the icon you have the exclamation mark there, and I don't know why. I don't even know what that does. Because there is no there is no information on when I hover over it. And that's usually what stops them moving. Oh, there's one new button on top, right next to the railroad button, which is Consolidate. Merge under strength and damaged units. So you can basically take 2 armies, 2 divisions that are half strength and put them into one and make them full strength again.
They probably don't lose as much.
Well, at least you get your full combat bonus on that one division you get out of it. But
yeah,
then
but
again,
they probably won't lose as much experience as if they get replaced by recruits.
Yeah, they don't lose anything.
I'm guessing. They don't lose anything. Awesome.
No. Consolidated units experience is kept. It says it right there. It's really cool.
Nice.
Total weight of divisions. Yeah, that's all. I don't know what the issue of this guy is.
He has this.
Does he have any weird traits that I'm not aware of? Where is he? Right there.
Yeah, just have the normal
leader experience factor. No, it's all good here. I don't know what his issue is. Okay, let's give them some orders. Let's do this.
Well, and at least now they're moving.
Yeah, now they recognize their orders. They didn't do that before. That's the issue.
True.
That exclamation mark, the red one usually says division is assigned to an army but has no orders assigned, right?
Yep.
And the yellow one is can't move because of organization.
Screen?
I don't know what it is. It must be a glitch somewhere. There are still some glitches in here. There's still some, I wouldn't call it hot code, but there's still stuff in here.
It's a release day. Normally, with every other game, never play on a patch day. So. Okay. Army Reformer has been done.
So, research. That is still going on. It's a little bit early to go for these. Construction.
First industry?
Construction speed. We're constructing like crazy and we want the construction speed. National focus. We're gonna get our 2 civilian off-map factories. The off-map factories are cool because it just says off-map, so they can't be destroyed.
I was going to say they probably cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say you take 2 factories out of Britain or anything, and if Britain gets invaded by Germany, you don't get them anymore. No, it's just off-map.
Oh yeah, but what we forgot to tell you, or I just realized, we could send attachés with our command points as well, instead of using it to upgrade our commanders.
Not yet.
No, not yet. which also gives you, first of all, it costs 100 political power and 50 command points. And when you send an attaché to a country, you want to do it to a country which is already at war. Because you get army... you have to? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But you get army experience from that as well. Plus, you can actually see what that country is doing. Kind of. Not all of it, but some of it you can see.
Exactly.
I think. The Germans are playing very historically. They are building the West Wall.
See you, FCA. Have a good one.
Good night.
That guy needs his own division. Let's make one.
Who needs his own division?
That guy. Infantry? Yeah, exactly. Infantry. There you go.
Infantry.
It's the FCA infantry. The good one. Okay, we are still training everybody, which means we're losing a crap ton of stuff, but we're gaining infantry equipment. It looks good.
We're not training the Coast Guard. Should we train the Coast Guard?
I don't know. Are they trained or not?
No.
Well, then train them. You can just click on the Field Marshal and then hit K, or the train button, and it trains all the armies. It's nice.
Nice.
When the Field Marshal is training, and you assign an army to that army group, the army starts training.
Very, very nice.
It's also quite nice, yeah.
Yeah, I like most of the changes they've done to this.
And one of the things we can't really show off because we have our units quite spread out. You can use the Field Marshal and set up a front line. I'm just gonna do that here real quick. It looks a little bit different.
Yeah, you have the normal front line, like it always looks, and the red line behind it.
I didn't want that. Oh, crap. Wrong army, that one. These guys are the horses. You come over here, stop it.
And if we would have
You're right.
if we wouldn't have orders for Blue Army, the Blue Army would actually be joining in here, and the Field Marshal is actually dividing the front line.
Yes.
Like, he would probably put like 24. If we had Mountaineers, I'm guessing, I haven't seen it yet, but if we had to have Mountaineers, he would put the Mountaineer troops on mountainous terrain on the front.
I think it's pretty random, actually.
It's pretty random? Okay.
That would be cool.
That's what I heard once before, that it's as smart that it will send the right division to the right terrain.
I haven't checked it myself yet. What he does is, he says, I have 3 armies assigned to me. All of these armies are now going to be... no, I should join the horses in here. Come on, right click. All of these armies are going to be fighting with me, and he just, you draw a front line, and these 5 armies will some way split up the front line between them. You can also use the Field Marshal and draw an offensive line, like that. It looks different, as you can see. And pretty much every unit that doesn't have its own order, I can still go in here and say, I want an offensive line for this particular army. Every unit that doesn't have a particular order will pretty much go...
Push the Field Marshal order.
Yeah, with the Field Marshal order, which is really cool. Don't want any of this, though. I can also just delete the army from it and still have the Field Marshal order there. So,
yep.
Armies can be reassigned later. Really good. Why are the horses up there? Back here.
No idea why you sent them there, but... they seem to be happy-ish.
So if I now manually try to move planes, it tells me, you are about to detach this air wing from the army. This will remove its current orders. So, if you assign planes to an army, they will distribute themselves automatically, and you have no control whatsoever. That's just something to be aware of.
Yeah, and you still have to give the planes orders.
But yeah, so you have to tell them what the actual mission is.
Tell them to do like air and, for example, hunt bombers and fight for air superiority, which I just did to this army for some reason.
Yeah. I will give ourselves a military theorist for the first 150 political power to get more army experience.
Oh, cool! We have now like more ground crews, which is 20 command points, which increases 10% efficiency boost for the area where they are fighting in. That's cool. Didn't know that. Was this?
Yeah, when you're in planes mode, exactly. There are ground crews that you can use.
It's just a little bit north of Beijing, so it would be somewhere around here. So it wouldn't even be in our territory right now.
You can also use transport planes to drop supplies to encircled units.
Which is awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome.
The transport planes are actually more used now than paratroopers. If you give them if you assign them to an air zone, they will help with the resupply of your troops in the front. That's at least what I saw on the live stream. I don't know if it works perfectly, but
it's a little bit.
It's
not overly much, but it is a little bit.
It's
the
not
Nova
like
Horse decided they can't move because they're training, and they don't have enough organization to move while they're training. It seems. Or
You're actually good on guns. We have already 3k guns.
Oh, we need more. We need way more.
Yeah, but at least every soldier has a gun.
Yeah. We also do have some army experience, so I am going to edit the main template here. And then we will be short on guns. I can tell you that right now. Hey
Norwegian, how are you doing tonight? What I was going to say, like Goering was suggesting, or was pretty sure he could supply the whole Third Army near Stalingrad, or was it near Leningrad with air support, with
Third Army
transport planes. Yeah. With transport planes, which he couldn't do. They didn't have enough planes, and on a good day when the weather...
It's not that they couldn't do it, they just didn't have the planes to do it.
They didn't have the planes, and even if the weather was good, they were like at 500 tons short or so.
Yeah.
But he was pretty adamant about it.
So we're going to train our troops until they are fully trained, max level possible. And since I keep adding people, it will take a while. Okay,
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Pretty pumped about see. So, yeah, we have the foreign inventors done.
We could go down mission to Germany and then all the other stuff. There's nothing there that helps us immediately. So let's see what else we have. If we go back to the military affairs stuff, where we did the army reform, we could do the 60 division plan. Instead of relying on the mass of bodies to solve the problem, our foreign advisors propose a radical new plan, a smaller force of highly trained divisions to match the enemy. The pilot project has already started. I don't know if that's good. I would assume it's good.
Division plan?
Yeah, that's a 60 division plan. You know, you can click on it and it tells you.
True, I don't have to click play, start, I mean.
Uh-huh. I don't know. Which one?
We could also work on our infrastructure and stuff.
Yeah, that's probably better. I would go Unified Industrial Planning to get the industry research bonus. That's the first thing we need there. Then extra infrastructure is definitely good. And then we go down the right-hand side, financial policy. Yep. Less consumer good factories means more civilian factories actually producing more civilian factories.
Yep.
Price controls, even more. Factory output goes up, so that route, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So, Unified Industrial Planning it is. For as long as we can.
Well, it's my first go at it, Norwegian. So far, I like it. I don't know if everything works out how it's supposed to work out, but so far I like the new additions. Like you can add the planes, to your armies, the field marshal, the army command, the army groups, I mean, which is awesome.
Japan also looks quite different. That's a big one. Pacific Guardian.
The Focus 3.
Divine Wind. Oh, I love the icons they put in there. That's some real work. The fate of the Imperial family. Hang them! Works for me. Need tactical bombers. No, we don't. Everything's fine.
By the way, what's Germany doing?
Okay, what else is new? Let's see.
Italy is doing...
Nothing on the Navy screen. Not that I can see.
Triumph in Africa. They've managed to take out Ethiopia already.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that ended. We're still waiting for the Spanish Civil War to fire.
Yep. Which could be kind of soon.
Radio, there goes our reinforce rate, perfect. So
what will be the next DLC? Good question.
No, we're not gonna go for industry because we're waiting for that research bonus to come into effect. So I'd say support weapons, more defense, more breakthrough.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way. Good. There's the Olympia thing. Okay. Yeah. We also should probably start relatively soon on our military doctrine.
Oh, you can buck the mofo loans. Pay them back. How's that working? I don't know. What would the next DLC be? I wish the Paradox would do something with the non-minor nations a little bit more. Like, focus on Switzerland instead of having to use a mod. Focus on Switzerland a bit.
Yeah, that would be cool. But they did
I want to do
Germany.
another Switzerland playthrough.
You know,
Yeah, they did Germany.
so they probably will do some adjustments to the other major nations as well. Because if
There
you're
is
just one, you have to do the
Spanish Civil
others.
True. My guess is it will be either Italy or France, or the UK already got one. Maybe the US will get the next one in the next.
South America
DLC.
never got any good overhaul, so that would be a good thing.
True. Could be that something with South Africa will be the next DLC. I don't know if there even is a next DLC, or if they will be start working on Hearts of Iron 5.
No, they confirmed that we started working on it before they released this.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've been on it for quite a while. We'll see.
Scandinavia would also be one, yeah. That's actually also a decent idea.
Well, Scandinavia, the Baltics, really.
Baltic Scandinavia. Yeah, the Baltics still have to...
Scandinavia is only Norway and Sweden. It's not much.
Yeah.
So
let's say this area over here. Maybe Poland, Baltics, Finland, Sweden, Norway. Denmark, maybe as well.
I don't know, maybe Hawaii... split off from America and rule the world.
The US? Yeah. Why not?
That sounds more like a mod. They could do something with the Middle East. I mean, there is potential there. If you look at Africa, there is nothing, because that's all just colony states.
We can't
Except
send
for
volunteers,
South Africa.
and we do not have enough political power or command points to send attachés. And the fascists will probably win that for sure.
There's
Although
nobody
they
at war.
have volunteers from the Soviets, and the communists are actually pushing at the moment.
We're done
in Spain.
training. Well, if we're done training, we might as well start training new armies.
You're done training as well.
Train.
I'm guessing you didn't change my troop at all. No, you did not. Yutuan. Actually gonna rename that to Coast Guard.
That's too many. Let's do 4 and 6 of them. The math works.
Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Which still doesn't rename the trained.
No, the ones that are done are done. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
What did I want to do? Oh yeah, edit the template. We almost have the points.
Yeah, it looks like that the communists are much stronger now in the Spanish Civil War than they used to be. Already taking Saratoga.
Well,
we'll see.
That's the way it always starts, and then it goes down quite quickly for the other side.
Yeah, especially because Germany and it sent their volunteers. The communist ones still just have the USSR.
This is series technically 21, because tomorrow will be 20. And in all these 20 running ended series, I've seen the communist win once.
Yeah, me too. Without interference of another player. Normally, always the fascist side win. Nationalist Spain wins. Except, like you sent the Republicans a lot of divisions, or you have Germany and Italy already in a war, so they can't send their volunteers.
Yep.
That's the only way I managed to, without interfering directly, into Spain to let the communists win. And otherwise it just happens once. So unfinished industrial planning is done. Unfinished? Unfielded.
Unified.
Unified. There it is.
Yeah, rural reconstruction movement. Right?
Yep.
Good. Do it.
Oh, I do it, okay.
Sure,
yeah, I
why
can
not?
do it! Yay!
Let you do something once in a while. Otherwise you get
Can you
bored.
let me click on the button once? Yay! Thanks, Norwegian. Yeah, well, looking for the Japanese invasion. Not really, but yeah.
No, not really.
See how it goes.
Well, the way you have distributed your troops, you shouldn't have an issue.
I shouldn't have. Well, I directly decided to distribute them like this. I'm gonna leave it at this until we get the first attacks. Then
you
I
have
see
1,
what I
2,
have to
3,
do.
4 focus tree items to go to form the Chinese United Front. It doesn't happen automatically anymore. You need to unlock it. So I think once we have that infrastructure, we're gonna go down there first.
Acclimated. They are acclimatized. I don't know how to say that in English.
Acclimated.
They don't get the debuff from the heat anymore.
See, you can do it.
Why are you horses in the middle of nowhere and not for?
Because I don't need them right now. Or are you suggesting I'm gonna hold the front line with horses?
No, but if they're not doing anything instead of standing in the field,
they stay here.
They could go to the capital.
No, they stay here.
Ah, you wanted them as a quick response unit. I see.
I'm spawning new units in the capital.
I see. I see.
Not sure where I sent the horses yet, but I'm pretty sure I will need them relatively soon, as the war starts.